Hi, fire signs. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 14th through the 20th. I'll tell you, this year's going way too fast. Not that that's a bad thing. Just feel like I've been running a marathon. Anybody else? Craziness. So this is for fire signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aries, Leo, Sag. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Cross watchers, hey. We got some stuff going on this week, guys. So Mercury is going retrograde this week. Venus is coming out of retrograde next week, I think on the 25th. So if you've been having some issues in your closest relationships, those should be straightening out. We have the summer solstice in our hemisphere. The summer solstice on Saturday, so the longest day of the year. And then the day after, on Sunday, is the new moon eclipse, the second eclipse right here in a row in Cancer. So the first one was the full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. That was back on the 5th of June. So then Sunday, the 21st, we have the full moon. New moon. See? Mercury. I've already been feeling, we're in the shadow period, and I've already been feeling it for a few weeks. All right, the full moon in Sag was on the 5th. The new moon in Cancer is Sunday, the 21st. And then we have another full moon eclipse. Forgive me, I don't remember in what sign. On July 5th. Holy intense energies, Batman. I think that's what we've got. So I am going live on my Facebook page on Sunday at 7 or 8. I don't remember which time. But if you follow me on Facebook, you'll find out. And you can join me live. I will be talking. I'm going to do a combination because this week is kind of crazy for me with my schedule. So I'm just combining the two energies and going for one big old live on Sunday. I'm going to talk about Mercury retrograde and the eclipse. So been doing lots of research so that I can let you guys know what the energies are going to be like and just give you some tips for navigating those energies. Hopefully helps you out a little bit. And myself too. Just like in card readings, there's always something for the reader. Just like in lessons, there's always something for the teacher. Says the person who works in higher ed. Eight of Swords. You guys feeling trapped? At least mentally? Yeah. Oh, this is the Shadowscapes Tarot. It is really whimsical and beautiful. Beautiful cards. Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Not a bad thing. Temperance. Hey, Sag. In reverse. And the Empress in reverse. Earth signs got the Empress in reverse as well in a different placement. So if you're dealing with an Earth sign or if you have prominent Earth in your chart, check it out. So this Eight of Swords, this is like a mental prison. So usually it's a chick with a blindfold on, and if she were to take the blindfold off, she would see that the swords really aren't all the way around her, or that she could just kind of step between them. There's plenty of room to get out of it. And swords are about our headspace. So if you're feeling mentally trapped right now, and this poor swan, I love swans, just looks like it's lamenting so much. Guys, are you really, we're going to see what clarifies, but are you really struggling with something? Oh, sorry to hear that. Let's see how we can help you out of that, because that is not a fun place to be. Four of Pentacles. Little dragon there. Make my son happy. So this Four of Pentacles is typically about, there's light and shadow to every card. So it's about saving your money or hoarding your money. So just be careful about that. We'll see what clarifies. The Five of Pentacles, that's all about feeling left out in the cold. So when it's upright, but in reverse. So that's good that it's in reverse. It means you're coming out of feeling that way. So this could be very significant. Temperance, upright. Hey, Sag, hey. Hey, Ryan. So in reverse, it's also about balance and alchemy. So you could be feeling out of sorts, definitely, with this Eight of Swords here. Might have caused you to kind of latch on and hoard your resources, whatever that. I said money because Pentacles is typically coins and money, but your resources, whatever that means for you. So coming out of that energy, but you might still feel a little like you need to get your sea legs. And then the Empress, when she's upright, beautiful card, but in reverse. So you might not be feeling, I feel like this is you or somebody that you're dealing with. So you might not be feeling like yourself just yet. You might be feeling like you're off kilter, that you're not in a place where you can, provide for yourself, let alone anyone else. Just know that only you are responsible for yourself and your happiness. Obviously, if you have children, I get that. I'm a mom, totally get it. But otherwise, everyone else are grown-ass adults and they can take care of themselves. So that's not up to you. It's also, if you're being codependent, it's not someone else's job to take care of you. It's your job to take care of you and your happiness. Soapbox moment. So let's clarify with the Arcanum Tarot. Woo, all right. Hey, Strength. Strength fell out on top of the Empress, sideways. So apparently I set off Siri, and I did that during the Earth sign reading as well when I was early in clarifying. Not sure if that's just Mercury playing tricks or if there's some significance to that. So there we go. Guys, I'm telling you. Anyway, Strength fell out on top of the Empress in reverse. And I'm going to take it as upright because she's tilting more. I'm going to leave her on her. I just say her because that looks feminine. To me, as always, gender's neutral. That's not even the right way. There we go. Oh, the moon. Hey. So, something coming to light. This could also be a Pisces or a Cancer. So take that how it resonates. This is about secrets as well. So if you feel like somebody's being secretive, with it being major arcana, I feel like it's definitely somebody. Maybe you guys aren't talking. Maybe that's why. Maybe you had a fight and you're not speaking to each other, or maybe you just lost contact with this person for whatever reason, and it's kind of killing you. Ooh, guys, let's get out of that. Where are we going here? It's going to take a lot of strength, though. It's going to take a lot of strength on your part to get out of that energy, for sure. And with keeping it on the Empress in reverse and what I said, also strong. You're stronger than you think. Yeah. Angel bumps. So they lit up my whole body when I said that. So I definitely heard that correctly. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. You're stronger than you think you are. So I had a therapist that was wonderful when I went through divorcing my now ex-husband. And this was 11 years ago. My, how time flies. And she said, what if your fear is a lion? And it's roaring and it's scary. And you turn around, you find you're at the end. You hit the end of the cave or the edge of the cliff or whatever it is. Or you just stop and decide that you're going to stop, and you turn around. And that lion doesn't have any teeth. Would you still be afraid of it? Yeah, it's still got claws. It's still roaring at me. It's like, but would it be as scary? Think you could take it on maybe a little easier? Just a little? Yeah, probably. So that's what the strength reminds me of in this situation. I don't know if that lion has any teeth. Its mouth is closed, but she has tamed the beast. Through strength and compassion, these flowers here. Compassion. Have compassion for yourself and others, obviously. All right. Woo! Ace of Pentacles. New beginning. Ten of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups. All right, guys. Woo! Didn't. No tarot abuse on this channel. So you could be in a mental prison because of some secrets that you just, you're not totally sure what's going on. It's going to lead to a new beginning. Because you're getting, see those, the Ten of Cups is the happy family, emotionally fulfilling relationship card. Those cups are upside down and all of the water is pouring out of that. The emotion is gone in whatever you're currently dealing with. See this, the Six of Cups here? Someone from your past. You could have had a falling out with someone from your past. And now you're really thinking like, oh no, did I do the right thing? On the other hand, it could be something's getting blown up in your current relationships and secrets are coming to light and you're no longer happy. I mean, that could be the secret in and of itself. It doesn't have to be anything major like cheating or whatever, but it could just be a realization that you're not happy anymore. And it's not working. And it leads you to think about it. Always be careful. Always be careful. But look how happy. And with it being upright, I think you're really thinking about somebody from your past. And like, just wondering if things could ever be the same. And here's the thing with that. We tend to romanticize the past. Not that there weren't good times, but we also have to remember toxic patterns have to be broken as well. And when that happened, I mean, people level up. You know, it's called a glow up for a reason. But Venus is still in retrograde and Mercury's going retrograde. So there could be some ex-texts, as they say. That's not always a bad thing. As long as you're not overly romanticizing. It's one thing to forgive and bury the hatchet. It's another to forgive toxic behaviors. And I talk about radical forgiveness all the time. And I'm a huge proponent. You forgive. Forgive is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. But I mean, obviously, if somebody asks for forgiveness and you do some soul searching and give that to them, great. Everybody wins in that scenario. But sometimes we can romanticize like, oh man, you know, things were really good with that person, especially when we're in a dark place. Sometimes there's good reason for that. Sometimes that's the angels tapping you and saying, hey, contact him or her, contact that person, because they really are good for you. Lessons have been learned. It's okay now. It's okay now. And sometimes it isn't. Sometimes somebody that you dated in the past belongs in the past. Take the lessons with you, but maybe that person, there was one of the signs last week I titled The Grass Isn't Always Greener. Maybe it was the general. One of the readings last week I titled The Grass Isn't Always Greener. So you may have found out that the grass wasn't greener and now you want to go back to this person, but you don't know how. This is how. This. It takes immense strength. And I know it's hard to be vulnerable, especially for my fire signs. Dude, I get it. Because I have prominent areas in my chart. Totally get it. However, when you can put aside your ego and come from a place of radical forgiveness for self and for others, in a place of compassion, miracles can happen. And I can tell you that from my own personal experience. Sometimes the past needs to be left in the past, but sometimes you can pick it up. Take what resonates. I don't know why they wanted me to cut the deck, but okay. Four of Pentacles. Somebody obviously needed to hear that. Maybe it was me. Knight of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse, the Three of Pentacles, Empress in reverse, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse, Page of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. That's a lot of cards. Guess we'll figure it out. So the Knight of Pentacles, actually, I just stopped. I'm like, guys, that's a lot of cards. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He takes his time. So that pairs well with the Four. Magician in reverse. So Magician upright. All about manifesting, but in reverse. It could be a matter of, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to manifest. Therefore, I can't manifest. So you might feel stuck. Three of Pentacles. Typically about teamwork. So maybe this time you need to listen to yourself. Listen to your higher self. Go it alone. The Empress, when she's upright, beautiful. But again, just like down below here, she's in reverse. So you might not be feeling nurtured in your current state of affairs. And that could be causing you to hoard. Maybe you're saving your money so you can leave. So that you can get to this Ten of Pentacles. This is financial stability. The Ace of Cups in reverse. So when it's upright, beautiful. But in reverse. So the water's flowing out of that cup now, or it's an empty cup. So maybe the grass wasn't greener. And that offer just, you just dumped out your cup. You're like, nope, I don't want that anymore. Spying. Page of Swords, typically about spying. Also, when it's in reverse, about not communicating, not seeing what, maybe you're spying and you're not seeing what you want to see. Maybe just not communicating the way that you once did. Again, take what resonates. So you are not feeling, how do they say that? You're not feeling yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is typically the independent woman kind of card. So maybe you're just not feeling that energy because you feel stuck. Jesus. Okay, the Emperor. I compromised. I said, all right, one more. So the Emperor, so I feel like this is you guys. That's often Aries energy. But the Emperor is all four kings. And see how he's got his wand there. That's why it makes me think of fire signs. Very much in control. And I think that's something that's very characteristic of many people, but especially fire signs. We want to give that outward, we are very composed. We're fine. And I could go into what fine means. But in grief recovery, we say feelings inside, not expressed, is what fine means. I'm fine. So you could be keeping a superficial guard up because you're afraid. Yeah. Get out of that energy. Get out of that. Four of Cups is about complacency and stagnant energy. So you're just afraid. I'm just going to show you this one more time because it's such a pretty card. Five of Pentacles in reverse. I like that. King of Swords, Five of Wands, Temperance in reverse again, the Star in reverse. Okay, so that I can talk about them in order. So the King of Swords. Just heard a really loud sound outside. Sorry, I was pulled for a minute. Could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. With it being a king, kings and queens I see is slightly older than you. Knights typically your age, and then pages younger. So this could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse here, you could be leaving an air sign or somebody who's just carrying that energy. Very methodical, kind of cold, but nothing against air signs. I have a Libra moon, totally fine. But the energy is typically very thought over heart. So they tend to be a little less in their feels, so to speak. Five of Wands in reverse, that's good. So when it's upright. Five of Wands could be about boundaries, but more so fighting. See how there's a rope here? It's like tug of war. Not doing it anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. Screw you. I'm not doing it anymore. Could be what you guys are saying. She's so beautiful. See the fire and the water coming together. Alchemy, balance, two seemingly opposite energies coming together and making something really awesome. That's even better and stronger than the two individual. Also here to become one. So in reverse, it's like oil and water now. It's not working. Or you're feeling out of, like this whole thing made you feel out of balance. And then the Star in reverse. So see, she is also pouring two vessels. So this is more like, this is a wishes fulfilled card, but kind of like wish upon the stars. But in reverse, I'm feeling like grass wasn't greener. You thought that this was going to be good, and it turned out not to be. It completely threw you for a loop. Too much tug of war, out of balance. So now you're shutting down that energy. Like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. Good for you. This Temperance in reverse. You're my third reading, and very, very much the last two readings, Air and Earth, have had doubles come out, and a lot of them. So let's see what else is up for my fire signs. Ooh, okay, not quite. the Sun, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Wheel, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands. I'm stopping. Ooh, Tower in reverse. Okay. I'm going to put these in order so that I can talk about them appropriately. All right. So, though you're feeling out of balance, it's all going to be okay. You're coming out of that. So here she is. So you can kind of get that depiction where the swan was upside down. So see, she's got her blindfold on. She could easily get herself out of that. Guess what? You are. The wheel, it's turning. It's turning. The wheel is turning. Karma. Talks about karma. Also talks about how the wheel is turning in your favor. Always a good thing. Seven of Pentacles. You've been working at this, and now it's time to reap what you have sown. Two of Cups is beautiful. This is the minor arcana version of the Lovers. So the Lovers is like a major relationship. The ultimate soulmates, the ultimate divine partnership, twin flame, whatever it is that you want to call it. So the Two of Cups is kind of like a littler version of that. Not insignificant, definitely soulmate, but more karmic soulmate, especially in reverse here. So you might have felt like this person was a soulmate to you, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but it's not working anymore. This is what you want. A passionate new beginning. Maybe your current relationship is lacking passion and that's what you want. Or maybe you're like, oh, I'm done and I'm ready to move on. Tower in reverse. So the Tower can be pretty scary for people. I personally love it. It's one of my favorites. And I like it because though in the midst of chaos, you're always protected by spirit, so don't worry about that. But with this Tower in reverse, it seems like it didn't take a big shake up to get you out of this. You just decided. I said in the earth sign reading, Mercury. Be easy on me. That if you don't make a choice, the universe will make it for you, and it comes out like this. Kind of shove you. So you're making that decision on your own is what I feel like for that one. It's not working for you anymore. This isn't working. And now you're ready to move on. So you could have already gone through your Tower moment. And it could be an internal Tower moment for you. It could be just that sudden realization of, you know what? This isn't working for me. I don't want to do this anymore. What else for this Empress in reverse here? Eight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Three of Cups in reverse, King of Cups. That's a lot of cups. All right, so they got a lot to say to you guys because I have just been taking like 4 cards and I thought that was a lot because I usually only do 3. I need some water, sorry. But, boy, chatty with you guys today. You're walking away. And see that full moon? Coming up on it. The Hanged Man. So this is about taking another perspective. Some people see this as a Pisces, but just in general, you're taking a different perspective, and through your strength, you're deciding to walk away is definitely what I'm hearing. Six of Pentacles. Making sure everything's even. If you're separating from somebody, whether it's a divorce or just ending a relationship, just making sure everything's divided the way that it should be. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So, younger Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have a child. In this situation, and they might feel like they're turned on their head because of this, because they didn't understand. Maybe you sheltered them, maybe you did a really good job of sheltering them from what was going on in your relationship. So I'm a big proponent of talking to children and always telling them the truth in language that they can understand. So, you know, if the child's like 6 years old, they might not totally understand what's going on, and they might be like, oh my gosh, why are my parents, or who I see as my parents, separating? Make sure they know it's not their fault. It has nothing to do with them. The decision had nothing to do with them, that you love them and that you want to protect them and take care of them, and that they're going to be okay. So they don't feel like they have to cling. Sorry, you might not use it. So they don't feel like they have to cling onto anything. That's the first time I've ever interpreted the card that way. Five of Cups. It's not going to be without grief. It is. It's still like, man, that sucks. See these 2 cups up here? They're upright, unlike this one. Upright. So take your different perspective and turn around and, oh, there's my 2 of Cups. Yeah, not a celebration. But when it's in reverse, I also see third party, kind of like 3 of Swords. So it could be emotional cheating. That's a type of cheating. Or it could just be that you're not feeling it anymore. And the King of Cups. Ultimately, you are going to be happy again. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Gender is irrelevant. It's just someone who's very in touch and in control of their emotions. Someone who has a full cup to offer. Whew. That was a really big reading, guys. Okay. I'm going to get a Wisdom of the House of Night card for you. And another one, we'll see. What's up for my fire signs? Once again, I feel like I've been running a marathon. That was good. It was a really good reading. For a general reading, that's crazy energy. The amount of it is a lot of energy. You can always book your own personal reading. And you can also check out your other placements as well to get further clarification, or if this just didn't resonate quite for you. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Understanding. I think that my nose is itchy. I'm not totally sure what that means, but my nose is itchy. So understanding, this is going to take strength and understanding. And 43 if that's for you, or it's just 7. The Moon. Secrets. Secrets are coming out, guys. Coming to light. They need to. Definitely need to. High Priestess of Fire. Reminds me of the Queen of Fire. She's sexy. That's a nice card. The Moon was 50, which is 5, and the High Priestess is 5. All right. There's a reason they wanted me to look. I wasn't going to pull this many. I promise I wasn't. Focus. See how she's an archer? Hey, Sag. She's focused. She's taken aim. She's cute. I just wanted to show you that one because it's cute. It's a little kitty cat. Speaking of kitty cats, I don't know where Phineas is. He's usually shows up in some reading by now. And then strength. Strength. Strength is the theme of this reading. You're going to need some strength, and honesty was underneath of it. spirit animal. Long reading, guys, but it needs to be. This is some heavy energy coming out. Let's see what we got. Hawk Spirit, Earth signs got this too. Let Spirit guide you. Beautiful. Number 32. Dove Spirit, be at peace. Absolutely gorgeous. 21, which is a 3. Rhino, you can overcome any obstacle. Some of these have angels and chakras in them, so let's pull one. Air signs got new beginnings, and earth signs were feeling trapped and advised to let go. Heavy energies this week. Number 33, door to romance. 3 and 3 is 6. So, if you were storm warning, just so you're aware. So if you were thinking about someone from the past, the door could be opening. We have a portal coming. So you might need to jump if that is your choice. Or at least just kind of peek into the door and see if you want to open it all the way. All right, guys. Whew. That was a reading and a half, maybe 3 and a half. I'm not sure. So as always, thank you so much for joining me and listening to me. Sometimes I get on my soapbox and get on tangents. So thank you for sticking with me. And as always, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and follow me on social media. So have a wonderful week. Got some energy going. Hope to see you at my Facebook Live on Sunday, and have a wonderful week.